Nityanandam, hi, this is Ma Nitya Ovyananda, and by the grace of His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda, I am once again here to talk to you about inner awakening. And I wanted to talk to you about Bengaluru Aadheenam, which is in near the small town of Bidadi in India, which is outside of, as you may have heard of, Bangalore. So Bangalore International Airport. So it's not far, actually. It's only maybe an hour in the taxi from the airport. But it's a beautiful location. It's away from the bustle of the city. It's out in sort of the country, as we would say. And all around are beautiful hills and open skies. And the history of the actual land that the ashram is on, the Aadheenam is located on, is amazing. If you see this photo behind me, this is an early picture of Swamiji back from the early 2000s. I'm not sure if this is 2003, but that was the year in which he started to stay there. Actually, there was a person that owned a snake farm there so long ago. Thousands of snakes they took out of there and gave the land to Swamiji. They donated it to him because this man kept having dreams that Swamiji was the rightful owner of that land, and it kept reoccurring to him. And when he first told Swamiji, Swamiji actually came there because he found the banyan tree in his inner space. He found the banyan tree, and so that's what led him to this place. And as a result, he kept coming back there, and the man who wanted to donate the land, Swamiji didn't want to take that. He's like, okay, you sleep on it for a while, we'll, see what happens. But the man kept having these dreams, and he wouldn't leave him, that Swamiji was the rightful person of this land. So anyhow, after some time, it was agreed upon, and he donated the land to Swamiji, and he began to stay there. And the thing is, there was nothing there, basically. It was just a bunch of hills and land, and imagine, the guy was having snakes because he was giving the venom so they could make the anti-venom in case people get bit by the snakes. So he had all poisonous snakes there. And it was funny because I think when he was leaving, he told Swamiji there's a certain number of snakes that we didn't catch. And it was several hundred. And Swamiji said there were elephants and other wild animals there, and he basically had nothing. And then he built a hut, this one hut, it was a grass hut, and later became known as the Laughing Temple, because any of the disciples that would come and visit him, they would sit there and speak. He would teach them, and they would just talk all day and laugh. So it was the very first place in which he gave his disciples the satsangs and the discourses. So it's an amazing place. And so now today, it's got all buildings and temple, and everything's built up beautifully there. And it's considered a Kshetra, which is a pilgrimage center, a pilgrimage place in India. It is completely energized by Swamiji. And the banyan tree itself is about 1,000 years old. And it was the site of an old temple. And there are 2 incarnations that have their samadhi underneath the banyan tree. And you can see the remnants of the temple itself because the banyan tree grew around the temple. So still some of the structure, the stone structure, is there embedded in the trunk and roots of this beautiful healing banyan tree. So it's an amazing place, and I've only just begun to talk about it within a few minutes here. So just to give you a little taste about the home of the avatar, I'll conclude today, and I'll come back tomorrow and give you some more details about this amazing place that you should come and see as soon as possible, preferably this year during Sadashiva, which is December's extravaganza program, in which thousands of people come from around the world to this program during the December month every year. It's a special happening. It's a special program. It is like every single inner awakening put together into one, and every single program that Swamiji has ever done. And this year it's going to be extra special because Swamiji is introducing the practice, the spiritual products of the siddhas, and it's called aushadha. So it's special herbal things that he'll be putting together, special new, I don't want to say products because it's not a product, but it's a special new process that he's going to be giving. So he's basically going to be giving all of the things up until now, because he wants people to go back and have that experience. So the more and more people come, each time that gets embedded further and further into the disciples. And then anybody new coming will just have a major transformation right off the bat. So it's going to be an amazing situation there. So you need to come, sign up for it now. You'll get an early bird discount if you sign up. So go to innerawakening.org and find out more. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to post those in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Nityanandam.